What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mustard, back with another video, and today we're here to talk about, now I know I'm late in the parse, but we're here to talk about, Overwatch Classic. And I feel like I had to do a review on this one, or a video, my impressions of it necessarily, not really a review, but like, to talk about why I played Overwatch so much back then. Now, I can give you some detail because I don't really keep up with Overwatch now as much as I used to then, because Overwatch 2 is just not what it is. And there's a lot of reasons that made that game just not really as fun. But playing Overwatch Classic really took me back. It reminded me of the maps that were, the classic maps of like Anubis and Volskaya, maps like that was just fun. It was fun to play this game. What I do remember about 6v6 in particular was, of course, it was 6v6, but what made this game really stand out, one, hero shooters weren't really as big back in like 2016 when they were doing this, and they kind of popped off with their stuff, but this game was wacky and it was fun. And I think that's what Overwatch is kind of missing now. It's not as fun as it used to be. It's like people are trying to find creative ways to win and stuff like that. And I don't really have an issue with that, but it's more like tactical based more than just you having fun, or they give you like the worst teammates possible. But I feel like they just gave a way to have the game more fun than it used to be. They did have like their downfalls too, with like the loot box system, which compared to today, sadly, the loot box system would seem like somewhat of a dream. You guys can fight me on that, but I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, player base were better, but the one thing that I really did notice about coming back to classic Overwatch, oh boy, was this game mechanics just clunky. I won't lie, it was extremely slow trying to play in classic, so I did have a really big issue with that. I really do have to give the dev team this one. I know not a lot of people may not agree with me, but Overwatch now, like mechanically wise, God, I can't say that word today, is just better. Like, it's smoother, it feels better, it's faster. It needed that. Like, it was pretty bad when I was playing. I was like, dude, I'm moving like slow, and like mechanics just aren't working. But other than that, I really didn't have an issue with Overwatch Classic. Like, I'm kind of glad that they brought it back, but I don't understand why they took 66 out in the first place, 5v5 does make sense to me, don't get me wrong. It does make sense. Like, you don't get that, in 6v6, everything is just happening. Like, everything is just happening, and that's what does make the game fun. But when you're playing in comp and everything is happening, it's just literally how you die, and it's kind of annoying. It's too much happening. It's just too much happening. But I do miss, like, when you level up and stuff like that, you had on your HUD, you had like the stars to see how every time you got to start for every time you went up like 100 levels or something like that. It's stuff like that. Gold kind of meant something, gold guns, stuff like that. I'm not saying that Jade doesn't, because I haven't played Overwatch 2 so much, but I really haven't seen anybody like striving to rock a Jade weapon. So that's where kind of like my issues come along in. But other than that, there is things that I will say 5v5 Overwatch actually does do well, like not really feeling so chaotic. Some of the reworks has been very well, I won't lie. Like, coming in and playing classic Overwatch and seeing how some of these people, like, before they got reworked, it was pretty bad. Like, the hook, oh my God, man, this man's hook was so freaking annoying. Like, it was just one shot every time. The turret system being able to be upgraded to level 3, I was like, dude, I forgot about this. There was just things that I forgot that had been reworked so long ago that when they brought it back, it was like crazy. I saw the Mercy multi-res. That was the first person I used, by the way. You guys can disagree with me all you want, but I honestly missed the Mercy multi-res. I get that it was like kind of ruining the competitive scene because people could just multi-res, but like, I don't know. It was something about that made it fun, but I do understand why they took it out. Like, it was kind of a hassle, but I'm gonna be real. Like, if your team wasn't doing what they needed to do, then can't really be mad at them for that. But other than that, the maps in 5v5 aren't as bad as they like. They're not as bad. Like they're all right. You know, they're like, what do I want to call them? Maybe like they give it like sub names. Okay, like 6v6 had like Temple of Anubis. Now like 5v5 got like something of Anubis. I don't even know the maps names like that, guys. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. It's kind of crazy, but like I feel like where they ultimately went wrong is where everybody know they went wrong at. When they started trying to launch Overwatch 2, we had the promise of that story. We never got that story. They're talking about cool stuff that you're gonna be able to do with characters in the story, you know. They're ultimately trying to make the game better, which mechanically wise, like I said, they did. But it's like with everything else, they did not. Now there's like the battle pass system, which every game's been doing battle passes. Now I'm honestly getting tired of it. If you guys want my honest opinion, I blame Fortnite for that crap. Like, soon as they saw Fortnite getting away with it, I felt like every other company just decided to start doing, oh, let's do a battle pass. The store in Overwatch 2 is absolutely ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like, you are spending like, at a minimum, you're spending about $20-25 if you want like a skin or a bundle or something like that. So that's why I kind of made the loot box comment earlier, but like, it is pretty freaking ridiculous, like how they have the store and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, oh, also, I also forgot to mention that, like, the Overwatch League. What the hell happened to the Overwatch League? I swear, like, I think the Overwatch League was a thing when Overwatch 2 came out. I haven't heard of it in so long. Somebody please put a comment down below. I'm pretty sure it shut down. I just don't know how. I didn't bother to go look it up. I won't lie. I play Overwatch a little bit, but not as much as I used to play 6v6 Overwatch. My brother used to have all of us playing it. So it was like, it was fun. It was fun coming back to play the first 21 heroes. By the time I had actually started playing, though, there was actually, I think, 22 or 23 heroes. So I didn't come in at beginning. When I came in, Anna was actually already put into the game. So that's what I remember. But when I didn't see her, I was like, that's crazy, you know? So there's just things that like really blew my mind when I played this 6v6. And I gotta say, everybody trying to do like this classic idea, bringing back what made their game fun, is like astronomically wild to me. And I feel like they're kind of doing this because they're losing so much of their player base. You know, stop doing the things that made your game fun. You take out the things that made your game fun, and then you implicate these new things, and then you guys don't listen to your communities. So when you don't, nobody wants to play your game anymore. So the only way you get them to come back is you bring back what made the game fun. If you don't take it out in the first place, or if you stop, you know, giving your communities promises that you're not going to deliver on, no one's going to continue to play their games. I'm not saying Overwatch 2 is a bad game, but it's definitely not worth the play to me. I'm sorry. Like, if you're not playing with friends, it's not worth the play. I'm sorry. It's not worth, you know, dealing with, I got a teammate that I know is not going to do anything, because, like, the ranking system just absolutely is atrocious to me. It doesn't work. I don't know how they got it so well in 6v6 Overwatch. When I play by myself, and I get pretty decent kids most of the time. There'll be some bad matches here and there, but in Overwatch 2, I just ultimately feel like that I'm just getting super bad kids. And I guess you can blame it on my rank, but, you know, it was one point I was Diamond 4, and I was still getting like super bad kids and just losing. So it wasn't fun, but that's how I'm gonna wrap it up for y'all. Until next time, y'all, I'm out.